While I was out weeding my garden, hands in the soil and sun on my shoulders, I found myself thinking about gratitude. Not the usual list, but deeper things. What rose up was resilience, my own resilience, the way it has carried me through chapters that could have broken me, the way it rebuilt me from the inside out. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle, your inner light coach, and I'm grateful you joined me today. Let's step together through stories, rituals, and reflections. Thank you for shining your presence here. This video is about resilience in the garden, a story about showing up when life falls apart. As I kept pulling weeds, another memory surfaced. A woman I met during one of my spiritual training classes. I'll call her Anne for the story's sake. During our studies, each of us had to facilitate group sessions. It was to make sure that everyone had the required 8 participants. The instructors created a master list strictly for class use, not to be shared, so we would know when to show up for each other. Once the sessions began, Anne started showing up. I remember the first time she volunteered. She was fragile, defeated, and exhausted from her own life. She said she knew she needed to make changes but had no idea where to begin. The facilitator offered gentle guidance, and Anne cried, the kind of tears that come from regret, grief, and the sudden realization that something has to shift. Then she came back to another session, and back again, and again. Different facilitators, different sessions, same determination. She showed up, volunteered, received healings, and took the follow-up work seriously. Piece by piece, Anne shared her past. She hadn't been the mother she wanted or she wished that she had been, and her adult children weren't speaking to her. She was out of work and financially depleted. Her relationships had been rocky, leaving her love life empty. She was living in a travel trailer that was literally falling apart. But as she continued her healing work, her present began to shift. One of her adult children reached out unexpectedly. She got a new job. She connected with people who would help repair her trailer. She started making choices that aligned with the life she wanted, not the life she endured. Some classmates were upset when they realized Anne wasn't part of our program. We had paid good money to be there, and she was receiving multiple free sessions. They felt she was monopolizing the opportunities meant for us. I understood their frustration, but I also spoke up for Anne. Because here's the truth. She needed help. She was desperate. And she showed up anyway. Anne didn't hide. She didn't pretend. She didn't wait for the right time or perfect conditions. She walked into a room full of strangers, bared her soul, received the healing, and did the shadow work required to change her life. That is resilience. Not the polished kind people talk about on social media, not the inspirational quote kind, the real kind, raw, vulnerable, inconvenient, and brave. Every now and then, I think about Anne. I pray she kept going. I pray she turned it all around. And I remember her when I think about my own resilience, how it has carried me, how it has shaped me, and how it continues to rise in me like quiet, steady flames. If you're in a season where everything feels heavy, if you're rebuilding, if you're trying to find your footing again, just remember, resilience isn't loud. It's not glamorous. It's not perfect. It's simply the act of showing up, even when life feels impossible. And you, my friend, are more resilient than you realize. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let's get back to love. God is good. Love and light to all. Stay thankful. Until next time, walk gently and shine brightly.